So good day, everyone. We are the Group 1 and we will be discussing about the Module 14, which is results impression on the US and Japan, examining idealism and geopolitical realities. So about the US, about the United States, how did the United States view the Philippines during the results? Siguro for as akong research nakita na ko nga na-view on sa US ang Philippines as nindot siya nga territory para sa ilahang trade and military. For example kanang 'di ba lawa kayo ang Pilipinas, daghan kay karagatan. So nagka-interest sila
Yes.
dali man gud pag dali ra ang palitan sa mga businesses sa mga product if sa dagat kay sa unang panahon inana ba no, more on sa dagat nila ginapaagi ang mga product. So nagka-interesado ang US sa Philippines, view nila as nindot siya nga territory para sa mga trade sa palitan ng mga product o sa military also. That's all. Next.
Okay. During result time, while writing his article Filipinas dentro Cian Años for the La Solidaridad, Jose Rizal considered the possibility of the United States of America acquiring territories in the Pacific. So the United States Philippines as a strategic location for expanding their influence in Asia and gaining access to the resources. So they believe that they had an civilizing mission to bring modernization and progress to the Philippines. That's all.
Thank you, Riza. Next, Richelyn.
Good afternoon again. So my answer was the same to you, Rubilin. Actually, yes, as what I've searched earlier. So actually, the Philippines as US view that ang Philippines is kanang like is a strategic territory of economic and military significance. So the US saw the Philippines as a valuable acquisition that would enhance the presence of Asian Pacific region. That's all.
Same question. How did the United States view the Philippines during result time? During results time, the United States saw the Philippines as a strategic economic asset, expanding its influence in the Pacific region and accessing trade routes and resources. However, perspective varied within the US, with some advocating for benevolent assimilation and other viewing the Philippines as a colony, resource and labor exploitation. The US decision to annex the Philippines after Spanish-American War reflects these varying viewpoints. Thank you.
So my answer for that question is kanang we all know nga kuan kanang kita sa una wala tay education nga nag-exist. Siguro nakita sa mga American nga mao na atong kulang why nga gisakop ta sa mga Espanyol sa una. So mo siguro ang kuan niya nga nag-implement sila nga mag-exist ang education here in the Philippines.
Next.
So, ACUA is the United States implemented policies and institutions in the Philippines that reflect their colonial mindset. They established a civil government that was controlled by American officials, and they marginalized the Filipino population in the decision-making process. They also implemented policies such as forced labor, where Filipino males were required to perform labor for the colonial government without fair compensation. Thank you. Kana lang.
Next, Marjeline.
Wait lang. I-off mo.
Yes, Marjeline, naa kay matubag about ang nga question.
So, the American presence in the Philippines led to the establishment of a new form of government, with American authorities exerting control over various aspect of Filipino society. It is important to note that the views and perspective of the United States towards in the Philippines during Rizal's time.
Okay, thank you, Marjeline. So let's proceed to the second question, which is what was the role of U.S. government in the Philippines during the early 20th century? So for me, ang na-role, kano nga siya nga time is, ang government sa American is ning kung sila sa Philippines, nag-build sila eskwelahan, mga roads, mga hospital, but naadyoy kapalit ang ilahang tabang sa Philippines. It because gibutan nila diri ang American law, nag-impose sila direct American law, murag gyapon tag nasakop gani nila. Pero actually kana siya nga time murag sa Spanish pa man di ba taan na kay 19th century din 20th man ni. So bali mura na sila nagkuan bagi tibo nila ilang power duha ang duha ka government. So if nag-build lagi sa direct hospital o mga eskwelahan, but naapay kapalit nagbutang sila og American law diri sa Philippines. And next.
Okay. The role of the U.S. government in the Philippines during the early 20th century was that of colonial power. So after the Spanish-American War in 1898, that's why the U.S. gained control of the Philippines from Spain and began implementing its own policy in the country. That's all.
Good afternoon once again. So, the United States government have a collaboration to the Philippines. As what they said earlier that U.S. implemented of the some rules or the policies to the Philippines. So, muragi modernize na ang country. So, nag-establish ko tari ang US o mga infrastructures, buildings, and to promote the American influence to our country. That's all.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. What was the role of the U.S. government in the Philippines during the early 20th century? So the U.S. government ang ilang rule kay sa Philippines katong nag-transition from Spanish colonial rule to American control in the early 20th century. So ang Amerika nag-implement sila policy to modernize the country, including establishing a civil government, reforming education, infrastructure, and healthcare, and promoting economic development. However, na resistant from Filipinos aim for full independence. The relationship between sa US ug sa Philippines kay complex na ay both positive and a negative impact sa atong country's development. That's all.
Next. Yes, Richelyn.
What?
Dili na si Richelyn.
I'm done, miss.
Okay,
yes,
my answer
Jessie.
for the question number 2 is the rule of American to the Philippines. So, na-story naman ninyo tanan kung sa ang rule but maghatag lang ko og kanang kung sabay atong na tun-an, although nga nadara ang part na gisakop gyud nila ay syempre gisunod nato ang ilahang mga rule nga i-implement fully sa rule sa Spanish. Then atong makuan nga syempre nag-implement sila education. Naay sila implementation ng anak kanang mga infrastructure din sa education daghan tay matun-an. That's why karon ang mga Pilipino kabalo na mo English o daghan tay mga natun-an nga mga bag-o nga wala nato natun-an sa una nga gisakop ta sa Spanish. That's all.
Yes, Charlene.
Um, for me is the U.S. government prioritize education and the infrastructure development in the Philippines. They establish a public school system, introduce English as the medium instruction. Kana lang.
Thank you, Charlene. Marjeline? Go.
So, okay, madunggan na. So,
Yes,
the role
Marjeline.
of go sa katong sa American government sa Philippines is katong sa nagano sila education reforms. The United States introduced significant educational reform in the Philippines. The American was implemented the education, the establishment of public schools, and expansion of educational opportunities aimed to improve literacy rates and modernize the country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marjeline. And now let's proceed about Japan. So about Japan, let's proceed to what were Japan's relation with the Philippines during late 19th and early 20th century? And also, how did Rizal perceive Japan in his writing? So, ang ako lang maingon anido the relationship between Japan and Philippines during those times is very complex. Of course, kay mailan na to ang Japan as a powerful country because taas kailang economy dito pati pa sa una murag nagkaroon sila og complex it because gusto po sa Japan palawakon ang iyang influence moabot diri sa Philippines murag nasakop man nato sa Japanese nga kuan and ako ra pud no during those times Rizal na amazed gid siya sa Japan sa pag-adto niya Japan kay nabasahan ako dito nga pag-ato niya Japan murag nabag-uhan siya sa mga tao it because they are very respectful. Then ang mga tao dito ginapaminaw nila ang authority. Then ilang government dito ginaisip gid ang kapakanan sa ilahang mga people. Mo nang sa time aton rin sa pag-ato niya og Japan, although na in love siya dito, but also na in love po siya sa country it because Japan is very a respectful and a beautiful country. And that's all. Next.
Okay. Japan's relations with the Philippines in the late of 19th and 20th century. So Japan saw the Philippines as a potential market for its goods and sources of materials. So there were also cultural exchanges between the two countries with Filipinos studying in Japan and Japanese immigrants settling in the Philippines. So Rizal perceptions of Japan in his writing was generally positive. He admired Japan progress and modernization. Rizal believed that Philippines could learn from Japan's effort to develop its economy, education system, and national identity. So that's all.
So it's my turn. So Philippines were characterized by trade of the diplomatic interaction to the Japan. So like other Asian countries sought that to expound its influence. What you said earlier, Rubeline, na need jud ka ng like ma-influence sa mga taga-Japan ng mga other country. So in that region, nag-establish yung mga economics ties with the relationship to the Philippines. So to the writing of Rizal perceived positively during his travel, writing recognizing the country rapid modernization and progress. So during his travel, na-admire si Rizal sa Japan because ang Japan is grabe ka-rich in terms of economic. So murag na kuan po siya dito nga ang Japan is very like murag namangha siya dito sa ilang lugar during sa travel niya around the country. Di ba nakakuan man siya sa Japan, naka-travel man siya dito So he admired the effort to modernize and so the as your nation to the follow. That's all.
Next, J. Mark.
So what were Japan relation with the Philippines and in the late 19th and early 20th century? So during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Japan relation with the Philippines were limited but gradually developed. So nagadevelop gyapon gradually nagahinay-hinay. So Japan was modernizing and expanding its influence in Southeast Asia, attracting Japanese traders and immigrants. Filipinos admire Japan nila na makita gid sa ni Rizal na kuan gid na how Japan developed. So however, Japan's militarism in the early 20th century made relations more complex, leading to tension with other countries, including the Philippines. This reflected the changing regional power dynamics and aspirations for both countries for independence and progress. So, and the second question is, how did Rizal perceive Japan in his writings? And in his writings, Rizal expressed admiration for Japan's rapid modernization, batong kuan siya kanang rapid modernization like kusog ang development sa Japan, and he saw Japan as shining example of a nation that is successfully embraced progress, education, and technology advancements. Rizal appreciated Japan efforts to establish a modern society. And Rizal believed that the Japanese people's resilience, discipline, and dedication to progress were worthy of admiration and could serve as inspiration for the Philippines in its own struggle for independence and development. So, Rizal's positive perception of Japan reflected his belief in the potential of nations to overcome challenges and achieve self-determination. That's all. Thank you.
So, what were Japan's relation with Philippines in the late 19th and 20th century? So, based on my research, then nakita na ko dito ang part dito ang gustuhan sa mga sa Japan ang Philippines because of the resources nga yun nga Philippines mga resources nga nindot at tuan. So that's why then second question, how did Rizal perceive Japan? So based sa mga giingon nga nanya kabutan dito ang kani gidescribe the Rizal ang Japan as ng limpyo nga country, then progressive nga country. Then also ang people nga naa dira ay kanang mga kuan ba kanang kumbaga mga butan o naay pagrespeto. So, moto.
So, for me, is Japan's relation with the Philippines in the late 19th and early 20th centuries were influenced by political developments, economic interests, and changing colonial powers in the region. The relation. Next is Rizal admired certain aspects of Japanese culture and society. Rizal appreciated Japanese art, literature, and the discipline of the Japanese people. He considered Japan as a model for the Philippines in terms of embracing modernization and preserving national identity. Kana lang.
So, from the question, what were Japan relation with the Philippines in the late 19th and early 20th centuries? Japan had an interest in the Philippines due to its strategic location and resources. There were reports of Japanese attempts to gain control of the Philippines during the late 16th and early 17th centuries. However, these attempts were unsuccessful. Next is Rizal time in Japan also included serve as a source of inspiration for his writings and deepened his understanding of love and human relationships. Thank you.
So thank you, Marjeline. So that's all, guys. And I would like to introduce ourselves because I forgot. So I am Robilin A. Aquino.
And I'm Raiza Bandola.
By the way, I am Rachelin Awit.
And I am J. Mark Bansag.
And I'm Justin Dadong.
I'm Marjeline M. Iligan.
I'm Charlene A. Mok.
That's all. Thank you.